star guide reality. This is a set of theories which attempts to explain the usefulness of a certain type of so-called angel solving. It basically relies on a few physics not knowings. One, it assumed that stars have great quantities of iron in them. It also assumed that for the purpose of understanding, only two stars to be considered. Those stars, namely, are our Sun and Proxima Centauri, please. This theory basically explains how correct understanding on Earth changes as the interaction between our Sun and Proxima Centauri changes. This is assuming that things, basically making decisions that result in good outcomes, basically that happens because the decisions are in line with the fact that the Earth is very slowly being pulled into the Sun. These basically correct decisions are decisions that actually prepare reality and prepare things such as mechanics and inventions to deal with a situation where eventually we're inside the Sun. That necessarily involves basically throwing away such ideas such as the Earth being inside the Sun is inevitably a not survivable state. That say it is very survivable if one understands this type of theory, because what it does, it provides a map of correctness for human society to follow. Also, not agreeing with this is not valid. The system is designed so those who don't want to basically want to work against this die. Yeah, working against this basically results in death, thereby ensuring that some nut cannot cause a problem. Now, a correct society inside the Sun is one that consists of mostly electrons. If reality changes sufficiently that the properties of electrons define the properties of reality, we then exist in a survivable universe. Essentially, that change occurs very slowly. Since it occurs very slowly, the natural development of mankind leads mankind to that correct destination. The way one avoids death is by agreeing that this just cannot be controlled. Basically, you can't control reality. You can't control the very slow electronification of reality. This is supported more materially by the fact that over the years, things have become more electronic. That supports basically different things to where once the Earth is in the Sun, which will occur at a period which may be calculated later. That, of course, needs cautions. Basically, it says that once the Earth is in the Sun, our society necessarily will have changed to one in which existence is completely governed by the actions of computer circuits. One must make some cautions here. One, this does not require a loss of humanity. It requires redefinition of understanding of what constitutes reality, but definitely doesn't require a loss of humanity. Also, anybody who decides they're going to start talking, what individual talk, of course, is basically that's always been a bad point. There, of course, going to be those who decide that they're going to, because the thing is, because they make their own decisions, they're going to decide they're not going to comply. Well, they can go. The thing is, those groups inevitably have under control. Of course, the biggest old point to this is probably certain types of Christianity that just don't want to accept that anything other than nonsense Jesus might rule reality. Well, sorry, we're going to have a problem there. And these people are going to have a problem there. We'll deal with that later. The theory here continues in that both Proxima Centauri and our Sun are both themselves rotating, and that the orbit of the Earth around the Sun, it doesn't really happen. Unfortunately, we have a situation where actually, because you always see Proxima Centauri in the sky, we might actually have a situation where the Earth does not rotate around the Sun, but rather, yeah, the Earth rotates. Yeah, basically, you have a situation where seasons occur not because the Earth rotates around the sun, but because it wobbles back and forth. So basically, here, this redefines the action of seasons to being the Earth basically tilting back and forth. Yeah, in a way that should be obvious. I'm not gonna go into geometry where other people have done that work. There's no reason to believe the Earth rotates around the sun. Just because things rotate around the Earth doesn't mean the Earth rotates around the sun. There's no reason to believe the Earth rotates around the sun. That makes no sense. Now, if that's both the sun and Proxima Centauri, one, they're both rotating, two, they're off balance, meaning there's this really heavy thing of iron on one side, which actually would be required if they're rotating. Oh, that would create a magnetic disturbance where basically the Earth takes a few steps towards the sun, the back towards the star that goes to the sun, the back, like that. Basically, it just wobbles, it just jiggles back and forth. Yeah, from there. It also defines understanding here. Basically, if you have a binary number, the easy way to put this together for a purpose of processing is to use a type of binary numbers. Now, since you basically have this issue, because Proxima Centauri is far away and has little influence on the Earth, that its influence is the lower 2 bits, this 5-bit number. And then, yeah, the sun is the upper 3 bits. Then, as each rotates, these numbers, yeah, cycle from, in the case of Proxima Centauri, yeah, 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, 2, 1, yeah, you know what I mean. Well, this is the, I'm not gonna play a number game. That's number for the sun. This week graph. If reality matches this graphing, that's reality. It's necessary to use image graphs. They're going to start playing number games with my mouth. I don't play number games with the mouse. I gotta say, I do not play number games with the mouse. I do not play number games. I do not play games with my mouse. Visual graphs will be used to illustrate the geometry of this. I'm not going to play number games with my mouth. End of disclosure.